And here's the other problem with the church is that anytime a person is in need, y'all go to running and dropping money. But let me tell you something, the poor will be with you always. And there is no blessing connected to blessing the poor other than getting back what you gave to them, but no multiplication. Multiplication is segregated for tithes and offering. When you give to the poor, the only thing you do is help them, but you don't help yourself. So when you give $1 to somebody on the street talking about I did my job, God like, thank you, but it ain't gonna help you. Read your Bible. Charity does not bring wealth. Only the tithe does that. Matter of fact, you don't believe me? Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna preach on it.
Okay, man, let me give y'all my opinion on this, man. I seen a couple of pastors agreeing with Keion, and I seen a couple of pastors not agreeing with it. And it went viral all over social media, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, within the church, man, a lot of people feel like they always being judged when they go to church and stuff like that. And they be feeling like all the pastors want is money. It's like, sometimes I be wondering when people, when those guys go in there and get rid of those demons out of people, do they get paid to do that? You know what I'm saying? Because everything started to accumulate around money. You know what I'm saying? So me, I don't got no dislike to the guy. I think he has some powerful messages or something like that. With my experience, have I ever seen that when I gave to a homeless person, you know what I mean, and stuff like that, did it come back the same, or was it, you know what I mean, double and stuff like that? I never paid attention to it, to be honest, you know what I mean? When I gave tithes, when I gave offering, when I gave to the homeless, you know what I mean? When you gave your tithes and offerings and stuff like that, you know what I mean? It's your bond with God, you know what I mean? Sowing your seeds into the ground and stuff like that. When I gave to the homeless, it's to put a smile on their face knowing they're going through a struggle, because I was going through the exact same struggle of me being homeless. And I mean, I remember the people that helped me, you know what I mean, give me money, give me a place to sleep and stuff like that. I never look for it back, you know what I'm saying? But I think in your rough and tough moments in life, you look up and you look up for God, you know what I mean, to bring forth those blessings to help you in certain scenarios and situations. You know what I mean? As you grow spiritually, you start to realize a lot of the energies and the blessings come to you, you know what I mean, by believing in yourself, you know what I mean? God gave you that energy to be able to manifest whatever you desire, you know what I mean? But like I said before, I never paid attention enough to know that aspect of it, of what he was saying. Maybe he experienced that and he basically saying he getting everything from the book and stuff like that. But it definitely was an outrage to a lot of people. A lot of pastors agreed, a lot of pastors didn't agree. My opinion is I never looked for that from that situation. I always did that from the bottom of my heart. I never looked for nothing back in that type of situation. You know what I mean? So even when you're thinking about sowing a seed, right? You sowing your seed and you may be going through some struggles and stuff like that, and you just wanting to get out of that or get something better, this and that. Yeah, it'd be two different scenarios. The homeless, you giving that to them, we're not looking for nothing back. So when you being blessed by God, you know what I mean, and the Most High giving you something back, you dig what I'm saying? You never really thinking about the homeless person because you did that from the heart, you know what I mean? Even though you're doing your tithes are offering by the heart too, just being disciplined, you know what I mean? Being able to give you 10%, your offering and stuff like that. I think both is helping, you know what I mean? And just aligning yourself with God. But like I said before, man, I be feeling like when you look at the Bible, people can take scriptures to go in any way they want the narrative to go. You know what I mean? I always say go off the experience that you see. And that's what I say. And I feel like maybe them other pastors that didn't agree with him had a different experience. And then they got scriptures to back up what they saying. He got scriptures to back up what he's saying. I just think it always get tricky when you mix church things with that money. That money thing always rub people the wrong kind of way. You know what I'm saying? And I know they be trying to pay for stuff in the church to bring more people in, to feed the homeless, do different things within the church. It's all helping the least fortunate and people in different situations and stuff like that. But once again, I never looked at it from that aspect of getting something back when I'm giving something to a homeless person. And my 10% and paying my offering, I look at that in a different scenario to show connection with God, the Most High, stuff like that, and just being obedient type thing. You know what I mean? But like I said before, man, that hit the internet real hard. No different from when he was asking for that money or whatever. And people felt like he got a lot of working class people that ain't gonna be able to just pull that type of money out and just give it to him. You know what I mean? Both times it's been this money thing. You know what I mean? People being feeling offended about it. You know what I'm saying? I rock with homes, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, the internet will make positive things negative and negative things like seem to be positive. And just like how we celebrating this, and then, you know what I'm saying, that's negative, it's real negative, and something positive, we make it into negative. You know what I'm saying? So I love to know people's thoughts and opinions on it, because I've seen scriptures on both sides of the spectrum. Have I experienced it? No, I have not experienced it, because I don't pay attention to what I give to the homeless. You know what I mean? If I got $20 in my pocket, I'm gonna just give it to them. If they're struggling and they need something to eat and stuff, just give it to them. You know what I mean? When you're paying your tithes off and paying your 10% and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like I said before, man, it's with me, man, I just I know I was there, so it's like I was homeless, so it's easy for me to give to somebody that's sitting in the cold all night, or somebody sitting outside all night, don't know when you're gonna eat, don't know when you get a bath. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I've been in those predicaments, I've been in that situation. So for me, I give from in that situation, because I spent a younger version of me, like, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here, that ego, and you know what I'm saying? How you young, you just be like, get away from me. Like, you know what I mean? You thinking you gangster and all of that. Then as you get older and you experience things, that person that I used to be as a kid died off, and I became this new version of myself. Well, I might have like $5 in my pocket, and it's the only thing in there, and I just give it to the homeless person, because I feel like the struggles that he's dealing with may be deeper than mine. You know what I'm saying? And I'm willing to help my brother and or my sister, you know what I'm saying? So looking for that with the $5 back, I'm like, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? If God blessed it to me back, that's cool. You know what I mean? But that came from my heart. It was like a genuine thing. You know what I'm saying? As well as the tithes and offering. You know what I mean? I just think more so is the connection with the Most High. You know what I mean? But like I say, we start mixing that church thing and the tithes and offering, and the people asking for 3 and 4 collections, and it started to make the people not look at you right. You start to look funny to people, like the guy off the Shy that was pastoring on the Shy, and he's like all this money thing. It rubs the audience, it rubs social media, it rubs a lot of people the wrong way, because people already look at the churches as a place where people just take money. You know, we see the pastor with all this fancy clothing and cars, you know what I mean, while the people in the audience and the congregation is struggling. He rode around, you know what I mean, sports cars and all type of designer clothes, and they struggling, and yet he asking for more and more money. And I think that offended a lot of people, even though the pastor came out and said, I don't get it from this, I get it from my portfolio as far as real estate and this and that. But it's the mindset of what they thinking going into it already, that like you a negative individual just trying to get money. You know what I'm saying? They already thinking that already. You know what I'm saying? So you could be all the way right, but they thinking that already. Then they put these clips out which don't have a lot of context to it, and it's just a small clip, and then they run with it. Oh, this guy, all he want to do is scam and take money. They run with that narrative, and it could be completely false. You dig what I'm saying? But I always say, I try to look at things from both perspectives. You know what I mean? I'm all for making the community stronger, helping the youth, helping the people in need. You know what I mean? If this is his journey to do that, and he gathering money for those purposes, it's not, to me, ain't nothing wrong with it. But I know the people out here is just going crazy on it, you know what I'm saying? I'm just never going to come with that energy. I always like to see a person's perspective and understand where they're coming from before I get out here bashing individuals. You know what I'm saying? Becoming an older man and a wiser man, I don't just go for the bashing. You know what I mean? Because we get bashed all the time. You feel me? I've been bashed my whole entire life. You know what I mean? People don't even know me and have a bad thought process of me, and they don't even know how good of a person I am because they ain't even give me an opportunity, a chance to learn me, bro. You did? But that's all I gotta say, G.